What's up? It's week 9, baby. It's week 9. What's up, everybody? This is Anthony Blake Jr. with Flawless Fantasy Football. Back with another episode, little Saturday night, little sweet Saturday night news and notes. Gonna be honest with you, I had a long week. And I was like, man, maybe flawless. It need to be like I need to incorporate a flawless bye week, if I can recharge. But nah, I can't do no bye week. I gotta be here for y'all. I ain't gonna fail y'all. What's up, everybody? This is Anthony Blake Jr. for all this fantasy football. If I haven't said it before, I'm gonna be a little mellow today, like I said, because of the long week. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to pump out some info. Only the relevant info. If it ain't relevant, guys, we're not gonna do that. Okay. First and foremost, let me get a little housekeeping out of the way. Look, if you're watching the videos, take the time to press like, will you? You don't have to comment if you don't need to be, unless you're gonna, you have questions, line up questions or anything else about, about the channel. Feel free to ask. But just press like, what I'm saying? You're watching the video, press like. Give me that at least, okay? It help the algorithms to help the show grow. And especially, I'm saying, like, when I see the ham and eggers and I see all these views, but the likes not close to matching the views, And I know them ham and eggers be tight work, I need to make me a cookbook. I need to make a cookbook with all those recipes in it, but really I can't do it like that. But I enjoy it. It's a good time. All right, enough about that. Let's get to the news and notes, everybody. Let's start off with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. Mr. Mono. Mr. I'm scared of ghosts. He's cleared the concussion protocol. He's going to be playing tomorrow. It's going to be a game time decision. But most likely he's just going to play. If he don't play, P.J. Walker going to be the starter. But I anticipate him playing. I think he want to try to redeem himself from, I see ghosts like he did last time. I'm going to be honest with you. I would say I want him to do well, but I don't, because in one of my leagues I have Patriots defense. And actually, I know at least a few subscribers and have Patriots defense, and people that are close to me have people on Patriots defense. So I don't want to see them do great because I want to maximize those points. But we shall see what happens. I would like to see the narrative. I would like to see how that goes. That makes for good football. Let's stick with the Panthers and talk about CMC. He's activated off the IR with his hamstring. They're going to see. I know people are geeked up to have him in the lineup, but at the end of the day, they say they're going to see how he does in pregame. And if he does well in pregame, they'll give him a go. We know how you like to glass out, though, so. Yeah, I ain't trying to talk ill will on him, but it is what it is. We went through this last year, and then he came in and glassed out again. So, not we. I'm just saying we in general, because I ain't have him. I wonder if he's going to get picked number 1 overall again. Pushed to be number 1 overall again. Oh, yeah. Especially since it's this mystery injury that no one saw Derrick Henry get hurt. And finishing the whole game. It's a lot of money in football, people. A lot of money. You know how many... I'm not going to go off on a tangent. You know how many people bet good money on Derrick Henry getting 2,000 yards again? Hell, if I would have had the doggone money to do it. If I was loose enough with my money like that, I would have did it. And guess what? There are no provisions on, if he gets injured, then it don't count. No, it's like, is he going to get it or not? So guess what? He's not going to get it. And somebody's going to win a whole bunch of money, which is probably the lesser amount of people that said it, that voted, that bet against him. Man, just keep that in mind. It's entertainment. It's a business. It's about moolah. Okay? Vikings. Let's talk about the Vikings. Vikings offensive coordinator said that he vowed to get Dalvin Cook more touches going forward. So, I don't know if that's a good thing. Well, obviously it's a good thing, especially if he Dalvin Cook on it, but he hasn't been seeming like he's been efficient and stuff like that. So, we'll see what happens. They play against Baltimore this week. And I want to say it's at Baltimore. So we'll see how that goes for Dalvin. Hella talented. But I don't think they should push the workload on him like that, especially since Madison's running well. But we'll see how that goes. Good luck if you have Dalvin. To some of my 49er news, Deebo Samuel is questionable with his little calf injury. Listen, Deebo has been exceptional. He's just gonna have to show me he can do it for a whole season. Actually, this week the calf has gotten worse this week, so that's the verbiage. I didn't write that. So I don't know if they're supposed to be relying more on the run, getting more Ayuk involved. So, and just to segue right into that, Kittle's coming back this week, so he'll be active week 9, and they'll probably just try to throw him the ball like crazy and get him like 12 targets. Cause I doubt they're trying to really like get Ayuk involved, even though it's slowly but surely he getting out of the doghouse. But it's going to be all about Kittle, I feel, if it's not going to be about Debo. Let's transition right into the cards. Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins, both of them been flaky and going through injury stuff. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think Hopkins will play because obviously he kind of Debo'd his way into the game. He was out and then he Debo'd his way back into the game. I don't think the coach kind of liked that, so I think it's like, okay, well, I'm going to not have you in uniform and see if you can take your raggedy tail out that end. So and then so basically Kyler Murray going to have to do it with other guys, which won't be A.J. Green because he's unlikely to go. He's doubtful if he hasn't been out already, you know what I'm saying, as of late. But so we'll have to see how that Arizona 49er game go. Kyler Murray, if it's no Hopkins and no A.J. Green, he's really going to have to earn it. So 49ers going to be after him. But with him being hobbled, it's going to be crazy. So with the Dolphins, unfortunate, but Devontae Park, Joker can't never stay healthy, man. So y'all think I be joking when I be talking about people with glass. Devontae Parker ain't never played a full season, not even close to it. He'll do good, get your hopes up, then boom, headed to IR. Like it's a resort there or something like that, you know. So he had a setback. And he'll be out at least 3 weeks because when you go to IR, you got at least miss 3 weeks. So, you know, that's that. All right. Let's go to Noah Fant. Let's talk about Noah. Noah won't be in this week, okay? I think we already talked about that. He's had a COVID issue, so he won't be available this week, nor will Mr. Aaron Rodgers. So it's crazy when I see people say, why was the Aaron Rodgers going to affect you? I don't know if I should put this on a platform, but you know what? I ain't never let nobody muffle me. And I'm not going to say that. I don't think y'all need to get that energy. That's the only reason why. And I'm not afraid of that. I just don't want to go there right now. I'll say it eventually, though. It's just a preference about fantasy football and how the information is relayed. Anyhow, no Fant this weekend. Find other provisions. The Falcons placed Ridley on the reserve NFL list, which basically means he has to miss 3 weeks, 3 games. To his emotional issue and his emotional distress and stuff, and to find himself. I really would like to know what's going on, and I'm really not a nosy person, but you're not gonna know because that type of thing is personal. But at the end of the day, it's like he was so geeked up in the preseason and stuff and talking about what he was gonna do, and all of a sudden it's like he can't, like he can't get it together. So that's kind of odd, So hopefully he gets it together and he gets his mental health right. Kadarius Toney and Kenny Golladay will both be active for the Giants this weekend. So that should be interesting. Daniel Jones at least has 2 legitimate weapons. So we'll see what happens with that. Good luck, Giants. Latavius Murray is doubtful. I really shouldn't even mention that. It's not relevant, really. So omit that. Make it seem like I never said that. I never said it. Okay. All right. CEH is close to return in the next couple weeks. Okay, look at me. Look at me in my face. CEH is never going to be a thing. Look, man, I drafted him last year in the third round. He dropped. I drafted him. Thought I got him for a bargain. CEH is. I'm gonna tell you something. One of his subscribers, good homeboy of mine, Derek. He's from Louisiana, and that's where homeboy played his ball at in college. And he told me himself that he never saw anything special about him. Sometimes you just get in the right place at the right time. Yeah, well, you got him over, you got the quarterback over there, you got Chase, you got the tight end, Randy Moss' son, and everything. You in this perfect system. It's like the perfect storm, and that's what it was that year for LSU. It was a perfect storm. So, but CH, I don't think he's special either. I mean, because I'm just looking at him and see what he's doing now. Because sometimes you can see people in college and they be great, but they don't be NFL worthy at all. But then sometimes people can be like, okay, that person's good, and they could be going to NFL, be great. You know what I'm saying? So it depends. Stafford and Robert Woods was a do not practice for a day this week, but of course both of them gonna play. If Stafford wasn't gonna play, everybody would be up in arms right now. James Robinson, officially, he put in, quote unquote, some work this last day of practice, but he's questionable, and I don't think he'll play. He'll sit out, and it'll be the Carlos Hyde show versus the Bills. And because I'm sure Urban Meyer wants to unleash Carlos Hyde because he brought in Carlos Hyde. So he want to show, hey, look what my guy can do. Because Robinson's not his guy. That's why he, picked Travis Etienne. He want his guy. I brought this guy in. Look what I can do. So I actually have Hyde in a flex position in my second league. I got some buys going on. So I picked him up and played him as a flex. Some people say it's not a good play. It's not about, I'm not trying to say the dude going to have 20, 25 fantasy points. But as a flex, you want the volume. Sure, he's probably going to rush for 50, 55. But he's going to at least probably have about 6 or 7 targets too. And that's going to lead to some juice too. And when you in anything like a PPR, half point PPR, that adds up. So I wish I had picked him this week, but let me pause real quick. For one thing, if you're enjoying this content, please make sure you press like and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't and if you're new. But congratulations also to Derek, and congratulations to my oldest son. He's the only one that's in the family out of my oldest sons. Both of them had bye weeks. Both of them are, subscribers and everything. Both of them had bye weeks, and obviously, they're local. So they came to me and asking me. They text me and was like, hey, what should I do about this? What should I do? One of them have Godwin on bye, and one of them had Evans on bye. So they had some guys that were on the bench, or some people that they were thinking they weren't really confident about playing per se, and I told them, I advised them to get onto the Elijah Moore bandwagon with me, that this was going to be the week for Elijah Moore. Both were kind of, are you sure? Are you sure? I was damn sure. I played Jonathan Taylor and Elijah Moore Thursday night, and it was a spectacular evening. I'm going to be honest with you, I wanted to make a YouTube short like Wednesday and make a declaration for people to enjoy the Thursday night Jonathan Taylor and Elijah Moore game Thursday night, because the breakout's coming. I want to put that out there in the atmosphere, so then when it happens, it could have really bumped my status up there and just like solidified me. But I ain't gonna lie, I got cold feet and I got scared. I got scared, and I was pissed. Soon as Elijah Moore scored, and then Jonathan Taylor scored his first time, as much as I was happy, I was upset. I usually don't lack cojones. I'll get them next time. All right. They got Jeff Wilson activated off the injured reserve. He could play this Sunday. I'm going to be honest with you. I think something's wrong with Elijah Mitchell because it seemed like they're rushing this dude back because he wasn't due back. Jeff Wilson wasn't due back till mid to late. Actually, it was late November. Now he done beat the mid-November. So I believe something's up with Elijah Mitchell. He's been non-contact all this week. And I just don't think the coach, Shanahan, want to go into a divisional game against Arizona with Jamaica Hasty and Sermon. Because, he don't want Sermon to be on the field at all. I don't know, why the hell did he draft him then? See, I don't trust Shanahan. Dude ain't all that. Dude ain't all that. He ain't been jacked since he wasted that doggone Super Bowl. What a freaking, what a clown. What a clown. Just run the freaking ball. Those hate to run the ball, do they? Always let it throw and get in trouble. All right, let's move on. Listen, hey, somebody to talk about was on either of the last shows, Odell Beckham. Man, that boy daddy wildin'. Made a whole playlist of a video of missed throws and missed opportunities to his son. And I guess it just got out there on social media, and Cleveland wasn't having that. Cleveland going ahead and they got together and they going to go ahead and release that boy. And they released him already and they done came to terms. But listen, man, I keep trying to tell people, y'all know Odell Beckham was on my do not draft list. Do not draft list. Do not. He didn't much rate a red because he didn't rate a color, even though I know I gave him red. But listen, man, that catch, man, it's long gone. It's over. Okay? So it's just that simple. All right, let's change position real quick. Yeah, so we're not gonna do that. So Odell Beckham's out of there. I believe I'm gonna tell you what I believe is gonna happen to Cleveland. Cincinnati's riding high. I'm not knocking Cincinnati because they're strong, okay? They're playing well. But it seems to me, whenever the cancer leaves a team, i.e. John Gruden, the team just starts playing well. And everybody knows that the drama queen, Beckham, is definitely a cancer. So if he leave, I think that team would just get more stable. I think it makes sense that way. So, and Baker Mayfield may just have a game, So I'm interested to see. If so, I think so. Cincinnati, be careful. Upset may be coming. CeeDee Lamb rolled his ankle in practice early this week, like in the middle of the week, like on Wednesday. He should be able to play, but if he can't play, because it's like questionable, then Cooper and Gallup, are gonna have the duties. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think who they play against. They play against Denver. Denver plays too slow, and Dallas defense is playing well. And Teddy Bridgewater and that freaking lackluster, that don't know where you're gonna go run game, and just that offense is stagnant. That's the reason why I didn't like Sutton or Judy, because they don't play explosive. It's not them in particular, but it's the system. They don't play fast at all. I didn't say you got to play like Rams or old school Rams or something like that, but you just got to play faster than what they're doing. It's too methodical to me. But like I say, plus Dak first game back, I just think they're going to run him. They're going to run him to death. It's going to be Zeke and it's going to be Pollard. I believe it's going to be a Pollard game. Yes, I'm starting Pollard in the flex. Okay, but I think this is the right time to play Pollard, just like it was the right time to play Elijah Mitchell. Let me tell you something I'm going to circle back to Elijah Mitchell real quick. Baby, you got to look for trends. Remember I always said you want ascending players, not descending players. Okay? And as much as Glover Gore scored 2 touchdowns last week, I'm not necessarily talking about him right now, but he's a descending player. You want the ascending player. Sometimes you might have to wait. I'll give you an example. Because AJ Brown, when he blew up his rookie year, he didn't blow up to week 9. And then he ran the table. I want to say he ended up finished like a low end RB1. And he was right up in that fringe upper RB1, wide receiver 1 or high end or wide receiver 2. I think it was high end wide receiver 2. But either way, and he didn't start getting no juice until week 9. Elijah Moore's kind of the same way. When he had those targets and had those catches like that, and if the quarterback situation gets legit, yeah, it's gonna be all him. He the future. But you have to wait, and that's why one league I held him in, and another league I held him in 2, and I cut him in 1. And that's why I played him. I cut him in 2. Sorry, I drafted him in 3, and I cut him in 2, and held him in 1. But I picked him up in 1, which is my main league, and played him in 2 leagues this week. But you just, that's why when people's like, oh, I drop him, got to drop him. Like, no, especially if you're in a playoff league. And if you think these people are going to be great on the back end, that's what you drafted them for. It don't matter if you draft them in the 5th round or 6th round like Javonte Williams, or if you drafted somebody in the 13th, 14th, 15th round or whatever, like I did Elijah Moore. If you want, hold them. Or drop them and then scoop them back up before they get too high. The dude had like six targets the last 2 weeks before this week. They let you know that they were starting to see something in him. And then the number 1 wide receiver in Corey Davis went down, so let you know the door was opening up, Then he scored on the reverse a couple weeks ago, so I was like, God, please, I'm glad he didn't score last week so I could be able to get him, because if he had scored last week, somebody would have scooped him up. You just got to pay attention and keep your eyes on the people that you like, okay? So that's the situation with Dallas. I just think Dak's first game back, they're just gonna run. They're gonna play defense and run the brakes off of Denver. Zay Jones is supposed to replace. I don't much want to say homeboy name Ruggs, but not Brian Edwards. So we'll see how that goes. I believe that's really gonna happen too. So all the Brian Edwards truthers just might have to wait. Because Zay Jones is kind of smaller, just like Ruggs was, and almost at the same type of prototype type player. So I think they want to use the same thing. Hunter Renfro's usage, they're gonna he should be like a lower level Cooper Kupp in a sense, But I think that team's gonna continue to ascend the Raiders, and they're gonna do good things. So. That's the news and notes. I know I went off on a little tangent there once in a while. I tried to pull myself back in. But that's part of the whole deal, too. I want to let you guys know my situation. Like some of the subscribers that I have, they're actually, I play in a 12-man league. Probably 7 or 8 of them are subscribers. I don't mind putting my stuff out there because I'm in a league where actually they use their own. This league's been going on so much that they don't necessarily. They know what I am and know, know my affiliation and stuff with fantasy, but they also want to win their own way as well. So if they take a little something or whatever, I don't think they're not likely to do that because they use their own brain. But I'm not worried about that. I'm just putting the information out there to you all and the people that need it, So that's what's most important to me. So, when you see some of these guys be writing the comments and asking me questions about a thing, so I'd be like, yeah, was that was that apron disposable? I like he saw it because he in the league. You saw that 50-some points, the 56 points that my 2 players put up, and hell, that was in a standard league too, so it ain't no generated points around here, fluctuated points, no. But anyway. That's going to wrap it up, guys. Another edition of Saturday Night News and Notes. Sorry I rambled on a little bit too much. Good luck in week 9. Hope you guys got a great start, especially the ones I already know. Look, again, not too high in wins, not too low in losses. Just get to the big dance, the playoff dance, and then start kicking ass and taking names. Anthony Blade Jr., Flawless Fantasy Football. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll holler at you. Go ahead and eat that W. Peace.